Hey everybody, Dan and Jax here. And you know what that means? It's time for some movies. So I think we're going to do something a little different today. Instead of watching two movies and reviewing them, we're going to watch one movie and give you a play-by-play. We'll see how this goes, see if you like it. We'll give it a shot. And today's movie, I want to do the Poltergeist series. There's 3 of them all together. So today, we're going to do Poltergeist, made in 1982. Let's check this movie out. I've already seen it, but you haven't seen it. So we'll get it and give you a play-by-play. All right, say bye. Say bye. All right, everybody. It's been about 30 minutes into the movie. Let's go over what's going on. First off, the bird dies. Okay, that could be one thing. Then the little girl, Carol Ann, she's 5 years old. She starts talking to the TV. Kids do crazy stuff. It could just be normal. Little girls talking to TVs, that's fine. Bird dies, fine. The dog starts acting crazy. Uh-oh, there's a problem. And now the furniture and the dishes are doing all sorts of weird stuff. All right. This ain't just a coincidence, right? Another thing with this movie is pretty cool. It's not some big mansion on the hill. This is your everyday suburban house. This is your house, my house, everybody's suburban home. So this could be anywhere in the U.S. All right, let's back to the movie. Back to the movie. Okay, everybody. We got to go over this because a lot happened. So, at first, while the furniture moving and all that stuff, the wife, she's really excited. She's thinking, oh, wow, this is crazy. This is pretty cool. Very crazy, cool stuff, excited. And the husband's like, oh, this is weird. What's going on? Then they start getting stung by a whole bunch of mosquitoes. And then, oh, you want to tell him? You want to tell him? Tell him. Tell him. And then some really scary stuff happens. So a tree attacks Robbie, the middle child, and starts eating him, starts sucking him down. Family's going crazy trying to get him out. Carol Ann's in her room. Then all of a sudden the closet swings open and everything's getting sucked into the closet, including Carol Ann. After they get Robbie out, they go to try to find Carol Ann. Carol Ann's nowhere to be found. They check all over the house. They check in the swimming pool. They're freaking out. They can't find her. Then they can hear her. They hear her in the TV. She's calling for help. Oh, how crazy is that? Some crazy business. Now we're just at the part where the husband's talking to some investigators, some paranormal investigators. Hopefully, someone can come help them try to find their daughter. All right, everybody. So the paranormal investigators have made it to the house, and they're bragging about how they one time filmed a little toy car roll across the floor. It took 7 hours for it to roll. And the dad is like, yeah, okay. And he opens up the door, and things are whooshing around. Beds are going this way and that way, and everything's moving all over the place. And they are all in disbelief. So they got up their cameras, they got up their microphones, they got all sorts of stuff to try to film and record this presence. And one of them says, it sounds like a poltergeist and not a haunting. Because apparently a haunting is with a place and it's there for years, and a poltergeist is focused on a person. Right? Yeah. All right. I know. So in one instance, they had the mom call out to Carol Ann. They put the TV on, the static channel, and they were calling out to Carol Ann, and she could hear her. She called for her mommy. And then she said she was being chased, she's screaming for help. And that's gut-wrenching if you have any kids, because you don't want to help your kids, but there's nothing you can do. See, with like monsters and slashers, they're physical. You can fight them, you can punch them. If they can bleed, you can kill them. But what are you supposed to do with spirits? What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to burn some kind of incense and that's going to do the job? I don't think so, right? So, oh, and not only that, apparently these things can make you hallucinate. One of the paranormal investigators started hallucinating about his face falling off, the maggots in his food. It's terrible. They called on this little munchkin lady. She's supposed to be a clairvoyant. She's going to help out, find the daughter. They have a plan. They said they're going to go in and get her back, Right? Yay! Good job. All right, let's see how it turns out. Say bye. Bye. All right, everybody. So we finished the movie. Where did we leave off? All right, they had a plan to get Carol Ann back. They noticed that the kids' closet was the entrance to this otherworldly realm, and the ceiling from the living room was the exit. So they tested it out. They threw in some tennis balls. They came back. They decided that the mom is going to go in after with a rope tied around her and get Carol Ann back. The Munchkin lady is guiding them the whole way. So mom goes into the closet to get her a little girl. Somehow she finds her. Oh, and the dad is kind of helping guide the rope from the top. And the little Munchkin lady's calling out to all the other spirits, saying, go into the light, when she just told Carol Ann to not go into the light. So the dad freaks out, starts pulling the rope. And out comes this big skull, tries to eat him. That was pretty cool. So she finds her in this otherworldly realm. And they start pulling. She falls out of the ceiling. They're unconscious, covered in this goop. And they run and put her in the bathroom. They try to get him to breathe. And they start breathing. They wake up. Everything's all hunky-dory. The little Munchkin lady says, oh, the house is clean. Everything's all back to normal. And obviously, they're packing to move. The next day, they're packing to move. They're getting ready. And everybody thinks, oh, everything's all back to normal. Everything's fine. But it's not fine. The Munchkin lady lied. So the last day that they're going to spend in this house, this big clown doll comes to life and starts attacking the little kids again, and then the closet opens up, tries sucking in the little kids again. Mom's getting thrown around on the ceiling, gets the kids back. They pull hard. Yeah. Everything's going crazy. There's dead bodies and coffins popping up out of the ground. Craziness happens. Dad comes back from the office. Everybody's screaming. They jump into the car and they drive away. And they stay at a Holiday Inn. So a little fun fact about those dead bodies popping out of the ground, they used real corpses. Found out later. They didn't tell the crew until later. But yeah, they used real corpses because I guess it was cheaper. Fun times with the 80s, right? Okay. Oh yeah, and the house was built on an old cemetery. They moved the headstones, but they left the bodies, and that's why bodies were popping up out of the ground. All right? All righty. See ya. Oh, and the house got sucked into its own void and disappeared. All right, that's it. Let us know what you guys think. Next weekend, we'll do Poltergeist 2. Say bye. Okay, bye.